Hi everyone, and welcome to Elisa's Real Estate Notes Homebuyer segment. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to raise your credit score. I'm going to give you 6 tips on how to do this. So the first one is pretty obvious. Always pay your bills on time. Simple enough. Second, you want to make sure that you keep your credit balances low. And by low, I mean you want to keep them under 1/3 of your limit. When you do this, that's when you really start to see your credit score take off. All right, so next you want to make sure that you pay more than your minimum monthly payment. If you just pay your minimum payment, then you'll never actually get your balance paid off, and you'll just be wasting a lot of money because you'll be paying so much in interest. So figure out what you can do, figure out your budget, and see how much more you can put towards your monthly payment, and just make sure that you're absolutely paying more than just the minimum, even if it's only a little bit more. Fourth, you want to pay off your debts evenly. So you don't want to just take your biggest debt and focus on that one and pay that one off until it's gone and then go to the next one. You want to make sure that you're paying everything off at the same time. The credit bureaus look at your debts as a whole. So if you have 5 credit cards and they each have $5,000 on them, your credit company will see $15,000 of debt. They're not going to see $5,000 on this credit card, $5,000 on that one, and $5,000 on the third. They're going to see $15,000. So you want to make sure that you pay everything off evenly and that you get everything down to under 1/3 of your credit limit. Now, fifth, call your debtors, call your creditors, and negotiate with them. See if you can get them to either eliminate some of the fees that you've had to pay, or see if you can get them to actually remove some of the negative information off of your credit report. If you're going to do this, you want to have a lump sum of money that you can give them, or if you can't do that, then you want to let them know that you're definitely willing to go onto a payment plan, and in that payment plan you're going to be paying more than the minimum monthly payment. If you can do one of these 2 things, then you're going to be bringing some pretty good sized chips to the negotiation table. Now, our 6th and final tip is that you can actually borrow good credit from your relatives or from a close friend. So if you have somebody in your life who has really excellent credit and they've had this great credit for a long time, you can actually piggyback on their good credit. What you can do is you can have them add you on 1 or 2 of their credit cards that they've had for a really long time, and you can actually receive all of the benefits of their good credit without them receiving any of the impact of your negative credit. Now, this has to be done with somebody who has really good credit. It can't be done with somebody who has mediocre credit, because what's going to happen is your credit is actually going to start to mirror their credit. So you want to make sure that they have really good credit. You also want to make sure that they've had this credit for a really long time. So they've had good credit for many, many years. That's the person you want to use. And you want to make sure that they put you on a credit card that they've also had for a really long time. So they don't want to open up a new credit card just so they can do this with you. It needs to be something that they've had for a long period of time. And what you should do is when that credit card actually comes to you in the mail, you should mail it back to that person so that they don't have to worry about any charges being put on that credit card. So they're doing you this really great favor, so you want to make sure that they have the peace of mind that nothing's going to be charged on that card. If you do this and you do this right and you do it with the right person, your credit score will just jump up so quickly. So it's a really great thing if you have somebody in your life who has that really great credit and is nice enough to do this for you. All right, so those are my 6 tips for how to boost your credit score. I will see you next time on Elisa's Real Estate Notes Homebuyer segment.